G'day, welcome back to Dad vs Son. We're going on with Combat Commander Europe, scenario 20, a march in December, Russians against Finns. The Russians have been ambushed by the Finns, but they're handing back just about as much as they're getting, so which is a surprise. I think they got their blood up. That vodka did help. Righto, it's their turn. They have an artillery hidden wire, which they cannot use, an artillery hidden entrenchments, which they cannot use, a rout, and a command confusion smoke grenades. So, in all honesty, they could try and rout this CC unit, and what is he, 9, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and if they got a 12, he would be gone. I don't really think that's going to achieve too much for them. So what I intend to do is get rid of these three cards, these three cards, and that will be their turn. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Finns, as I said last time, they finished with a command confusion light wounds and a fire demolitions, and they have an advanced hand grenades, a rout sustained fire, rout spray fire, and a fire ambush. Right. Okay. So I could try and rout this rifle. So he's sitting on 5 at the moment. Now his side of the board that he has to rout to is over here to the right. So if we did rout him, he can't go here, he can't go here, and he's not achieving anything by going there because he's not moving to the right. So he would be eliminated. So that might actually be a good move to start with. So we will use the... we're going to actually use the rout sustained fire as our first order. We're going to try and rout this man. So he's at 5 and we have 8, so he has to go 3 and he can't go even 1. So as far as I'm concerned, he's gone. So that's 4 VPs, so we're down to a 1 VP for the Russians. Okay. What do we want to do next? We have another rout, which is no good at the moment. We have an advance and 2 fires. That was B4, wasn't it? So, sorry, the LMG wasn't affected by that sniper hit over on B4. Okay. What do I want to do? I want... Okay. It's a good question, isn't it? Righto, so let's knock them down as we can. So first thing I'm going to do is use a fire action, fire order, and I'm going to fire with, I'm going to activate Sergeant Ravina up here. So we are going to fire at here. So we have 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7, plus 1 is 8 into here. And at the same time, we are going to use this spray fire so that we can attack him with him and him. So this one first. So as we said, we have 5, 6, 7, 8 into here. And that is 8 plus 4. God almighty. Okay, so we're only hitting for 12. And they have a advance, a rubbish, and a dig in. Woohoo! They may be using that later. So they have 8, 9, minus 1 is 8, and 5 is 13, so they got away with that one. And this gentleman is a 6, makes a 5, plus 5 is 10, and therefore he is hit. And then we have these firing into here. So again, we have 5, 6, 7, 8 into here. And that is 8 plus 5. Oh, well, it's a little bit better. It's 13, and this gentleman here is sitting at an 8, 7. And a 7 and 8 is 15, so he's safe. Right, so that's 2 orders we've done. We are going to do our do we want to at the moment? And the answer is no. I think that's what we'll do. We'll just stop there. We're going to get rid of this command confusion. Get 4 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it's the Ruskies go. Okay, so they have an advanced sustained fire, a card they cannot use, a dig in, and a rout. So, rout and assault. So the only thing they can rout of mine is, again, this CC here, which is a good way for them to get rid of a card, I agree. Or they could advance. So let's have a look if they advanced somewhere. The only leader they have left who can advance is Sergeant Kovalev. So he could advance into here if he wished. Or he could get one of his people to advance into either here, 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 or here. Other than that, we could just do a simple advance with one of these units into this CC here, or this rifle unit here into them there. What do I want to do? So, it makes it hard because I do know that, of course, these guys have got an ambush. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to advance into here. And I'm going to advance in like that. And at the same time, this one will advance to here. This one will advance to here. This one will advance to here. He was there. This one will advance to here. Like that. So they've got a bit of cover. Now, because I know that I have this ambush, I'm going to roll my die. And if it's even, I can use the ambush. If it's odd, no, let's do a bit fairer. Let's do it a 2 to 1 again. So if it's 1 through 4, I cannot use it. If it's a 5 or 6, I can use it. It's a 1, so I cannot use that ambush. And that's only fair. So then I'll check to see if I've got another one. And I do not. And no, and no, and no. So I think that's the only fair way to do it. Okay. So I have 5, plus 1 is 6 here. Plus 7 is 13. And an event. And the event is air support. Random hex, break all units in the hex closest to the random hex. Okay, and the random hex is I7, which is J7. So I can break all the units. So So I could break all these. Or I could just break him. But we're not going to. Okay, so we're going to break him. And we're going to break him. And we're going to break him. Oops. Right. And it was I7, so 7 means that this light machine gun of mine is eliminated. Righto. Okay, so okay. Okay, so that's happened. So what we've got is now 3 plus our 4 is 7. And they have 2 and 1 is 3 plus 3 is 6. We beat them. Yay. Okay, so that's another one of their weapons gone, and now they have lost 6 points for him and 4 points to the other guy, which is 10 points, which means that the Finns now have 9 victory points. And the Finns rejoiced, yay! And the Russians did not. Boo! Okay. Okay, so what else do they want to do? Well, all they've got left is a rout. Do they want to rout me just to get rid of the card? And I think that's what they're going to do. So they're going to try and rout. And we have this CC and this CC. So we'll try this one first. So he is 9, 10, 11. And at least he can route into there if need be. 11. Oh, geez. So, no, he doesn't go anywhere. And this guy is 9. Minus 1 is 8. I keep going to grab the wrong card. And that's a 6, so nothing happens there. And that is the end of the Russians' go. Give them 3 new cards. And now it's up to the Finns. So they kept an advance, their fire ambush. They have a fire confusion, confusion light wounds, fire concealment, and a recover assault fire. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to panic. No, that was last turn, that's right. We're going to recover. So let's do our recover first. So we're going to try and recover this CC first. So it's 9, 10, 11. So he has recovered. And we are going to try and recover this bloke who is an 8. And he does not recover. But we have a sniper at K1. And K1 is here, which is just outside of these blokes. Okay. So recover's done. We are going to what are we going to? Okay, we are going to advance as our second order. And that advance is going to be Sergeant Rivera and this CC unit here. And they're going to advance into here. As such, this gentleman is going to advance into here. This one is going to advance to here. And this one is going to advance to here. Okay, so we have 2 attacks coming in. Now let me just check here. So this would be a 5 against a 5, 6, 7, 8. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my ambush there. So who does he want to get rid of? And realistically, he's going to get rid of him because that's not going No, this is going. He doesn't really want to get rid of him, but he's going to lose almost certainly if he doesn't. But does it matter? He has, let me just have a look. If he reduces the rifle, it goes down to a 2. So we'd have 5, 6, 7, 8 against 2. But if I get rid of this gentleman, it's going to be 8 to 5, but there is nobody in command anywhere. That is their last leader that they've got. So let's be honest. At this stage, they're probably going to say, Corporal, goodbye, mate. So that's another 4 points. Takes us up to 13. Okay, so he has a 5. Does he have an ambush himself? And he has a dig in, sustained, and no, he does not. Righto. So they are at 5, and 4 is 9. And we are at 8 and lots. So he is gone. That's another 4 points, which takes him up to 17. Then we have this gentleman here. So that's a 5. Plus 5 is 10. And he is 6. So you win some and you lose some. My God. Okay, so that's 4 points back for them. We're back to 13. Righto. Well done, that rifle. And we now have control of objective 2 as well. Okay, so we have one more order that we can give. And I think we are going to give this fire order to this little man here. So we're going to fire at him. So we're going to activate him, which activates him, him, and him. And these two, we're going to fire him. He can't fire at anybody. They can't fire in this action, so they'll fire later if possible. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 into here. I have nothing to increase that. So we have 10 plus 7 is 17. And we have an event, which is a breeze again. Does nothing. Okay, so he's sitting here for 7, and he has nothing to help. So he gets 7, plus 7 is 14, and he is reduced. Righto. So this and this have fired into there. This man now is going to fire into here, so he's shooting for 5 into here. That's a 5 plus a 6 is 11. And he is a 5 and 11 is 16, so he's fine. This gentleman is going to fire at this gentleman because he can. So again, 5 into here. So a whole 8, and this gentleman is already at 10. And lots, which leaves this last one here, and he is going to fire here. So 5 into the roadway, plus 6 is 11 again, and he is a 8, 7, plus 3, he's hit. Like that. Okay, that is all that the Finns can do, so they're going to again get rid of this card, and they will get 5 new cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And looking at the Russians, we're going to just quickly do their turn because I think they're just going to be throwing cards away. So they have a command confusion dig in. They have an advance, a request, artillery with hidden in, which they can't use, command confusion dig in, and another artillery request. So in all honesty, they have no leaders left. So their chances of winning too many advances for melee aren't that great. That being said, they have kicked our ass quite considerably, but I think what they need to do is actually get rid of some of these cards. So we're going to get rid of these two, and we're going to get rid of this one for the time being, and give them 3 new cards. So 1, 2, 3, and we will stop it there, and if I can get rid of this, then I can start getting my people off the board, and we are done. I don't need to stay. Righto. So, thank you again for watching. I am surprised at the way this turned around, but hey, that's this game, isn't it? So, take care, have fun, and I will catch you shortly. Bye for now.